What is up, guys and gals, if you happen to be watching my channel? This deck right here, I built a lot of it with a Hercules saw, but for the rest of it, I got the Ridgid with the Ridgid stand for like 400 bucks or 500 bucks. I don't know, however much it was. But as for dust collection, everybody complains about dust collection. The DeWalt's aren't great. The Hercules is terrible. And the Milwaukee's, they're absolute garbage when it comes to dust collection. But as you can see on the ground all around here, there's just very minuscule. I mean, here, this cord's been sitting here the whole time. I haven't touched it. But there's just minuscule amounts of sawdust and even little chunks that fly off. That must have been from before. It looks like I cut it a long time ago. But just every once in a while you'll see a clump here and there, but nothing major. The only other part that gets really dirty is right here where it shoots underneath the dust guard, which the dust guard is one of the bigger ones that I've seen, and it's also one of the best designs the way it is. It's not a split design because that split would let all the sawdust go by. And that's been there. That's not even from today because it's dry. So that was already there. I don't clean this saw very often because I don't have a blower. But just from the cuts today, it's about, I made probably a dozen cuts or more. And it's down here. You can kind of see like a 3-finger lid for all you back in the day. And also, this stand right here is the absolute best on the market today. And it's way better. It's designed like the Delta, but it is actually, in fact, better than the Delta, other than the fact that there's storage places on the Delta. But you can screw a board in here and create little cubbies right here, and this one already has one right here, but there's little screw holes to hook the board in. I just set my stuff, tape measure, square, whatever there, and a lot of times I'll just put my pencil like right here because it'll never get hit, and then I can just reach, if I put the board on, I just reach underneath and grab it. But everybody's like, oh, well, you're going to regret buying that saw or keeping that saw versus the Hercules. Well, no, I don't. Because check this out. I've been having to cut 1 degree off. Boom. Look how easy that is. And there's even a lockout right here where I can just have this swing freely. So if I'm having to do on the fly, say I need a 3 degree out, the easiest way to do it is just to bump it slightly. That is the easiest way to move it. And then boom, I'm on 3 degrees. Lock it down. And then you can put your detents. This one does have bevel detents, which none of the DeWalt's do, unless they change the newest models, but they don't. And it's a pain in the ass. All you gotta do on this one is flip that up. Whoa, that fell quickly. So I flipped it back down, and it locked. It locked right at 45. Excellent. Now this is gonna be hard to do with one hand. So if I undo that, all you gotta do is flip that little switch, get it going, and then boom, locks in again at 33.9, I think, and it just does that. Like it's fairly well locked in. I mean, it feels tight. I don't know if this one's adjusted 100%. I haven't checked it yet, but if you wanted to and you were really in a hurry, I know it sucks that the switch is in the back here, but I don't know, you can see right here where the detents lock in and how easily adjustable it is. I think it's 3 screws, just boom, boom, and then boom. It's that easy to adjust. And then if you are just doing 90s all day, which most of the time I am, every once in a while I'll do 45 bevels, then you just lock this down. It's not that big a deal. Nice handle, rubber, and yeah, it's a really nice handle actually. I never noticed that. It's got the twin bars that are slightly leaned at a, let's say 45 or 40 degrees. It's like a 45-ish. And that provides somewhat stability, but when you get to the end right here, the saw does have a tiny bit of deflection. And if you're very careful with what you're doing and you're not forcing it, it doesn't cause any issues. And also, when you're pushing down on this saw, the trigger is right here. So when you pull the trigger, you know, you just bump the safety is so easy. You just literally put your finger in that little corner and boom. So you're basically almost pushing directly down on the center of the saw. You're only off by a very small amount. And it does wonders. So I got the vacuum attachment. I haven't tried it out yet, but I bet you with the vacuum attachment, besides the spray that goes underneath, it would catch 100% besides that little bit that goes underneath. And so I would say maybe 85% or more, less, I don't know. And for treated wood, go buy one of these Diablo 44 tooths because they are designed for treated wood, and you can see how gummed up they are. And still, I'll show you a cut I just made. Look at this. It's not treated wood. There wouldn't be any tear out at all if I would have took my time on the cut. If you just ram through a cut, you're gonna have tear out. If you take your time, there's zero. And I can show you that if I can find one of the ones where I took my time on it. Oh boy. I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was this one. So, oh, there's like 1, 2, 3 splinters. Oh, and they flaked right off. Look at that. It's a clean cut. Absolutely no saw vibration. Let's check that out. There is a tiny bit of like one of these washers or bushings is manufactured not very well. So in the future, so the blade actually does have a slight wobble to the blade, but the saw doesn't. It's these little spacers, washers, bushings, whatever you want to call them. Those are what cause it. And I've noticed that. And I don't know if, I don't have a CNC machine, you know, to flatten them out or anything like that, but maybe they have a replacement part. Other than that, this saw is amazing. It has features that none of the other saws have. It does have crown stop attachments, which some of the saws don't have. And they're on both sides. I don't know where you buy them. It should have came with them. That would have been awesome. But you can do 46, 47 degrees with it set like this. You can do, oh, I can't even see it, so I don't know. About 45, maybe 46 degrees to this way when it's like that. But you have a full 70 when it's locked out. Full 70. Actually, it goes to like 70.5. And then you lock that sucker down. This is actually how I put the saw away. I'll show you that right quick. Turn the light off. Push this little button in, that locks the saw down. And we're gonna turn this knob to lock it. Oh, it's not all the way forward. We're gonna lock it all the way forward because when I lean it up, it sits up on this end. And then slide these in like that. And this one like that. Easy stuff. Then we unplug it. There's more sawdust just now when I pulled that caked on stuff that had probably been there for a couple weeks. Then literally I had 5 boards and I probably made at least 2 cuts, and some of them I made up to 4 cuts because I had to recut angles and whatnot. So you calculate that out. But yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the all-time, like, I swear, it's better than any of the rest of them. I should dump that out because when you tip it up, it kind of falls down and it clogs up the tube. So I'll probably go ahead and do that. Let me just pull that off. Then I'll move it and I'll put it on later. I just wanted to show you real quick. I can do this one-handed. So you just step down on this little switch and literally just barely pick it up. Then keep your foot on the wheels. What you want to do is tip it back just a little bit. And then boom, walking. Actually, the mud is causing me to have to pull it. So now you're walking. Putting your saw away. And it's basically just like a dolly. You could probably use this stand as a dolly, in fact. It looks like it. And then you put it away. But here's how it stands up. It stands up just like this. It does take up quite a bit of space. But all in all, worth it. You can literally just, you put this part right here in the back of your truck. You lean it in the tailgate, past the tailgate, not on the tailgate because you'll slide in between there and get it stuck. Then you'll really be wrestling with it, and it's heavy. Stand plus the saw is probably over 115 pounds. Like 60 something on the saw. The stand probably weighs like another 40, 50 pounds. But yeah, just kind of wheeling and dealing. And then you put your saw away, just like this. And the big wheels, oh, it makes it so much easier to maneuver. So then you put your saw away, and you're done. And that's it. As far as my other Ridgid drills, router and everything, I know they're changing their lineup when it comes to the hand power tools, and I don't know why they're doing that. It's freaking stupid. Oh, yeah, I gotta go dump the saw bag. They're changing all those tools, and I don't know why, because the Octane drill was literally a beast. It was better than the Milwaukee, which I don't even know how they pulled that off. But now they're going with this weaker tools. But yeah, this saw is a great saw. I love it. So what I'm gonna do is dump this out, put it up, lock it up, and I'm good to go. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.